Hello everyone and welcome to the BayNet Weekly News. I am your host, JJ Atchison. Today's date is February 2nd, 2024. We have a lot to go over today, including spring is coming early, says Groundhog Punxsutawney Phil, and 2 Minibikes involved in a serious collision, 1 rider flown to trauma center. That and more, coming right on up. Spring is on the way, according to America's most famous groundhog. On Groundhog Day, Punxsutawney Phil did not see his shadow, traditionally a sign of early spring. This news was delivered at Gobbler's Knob, a small hill in the town of Northeast Pittsburgh. Thousands gathered to watch the groundhog emerge from his burrow shortly after 7:20 a.m. Phil communicated his prediction to Tom Dunkel, president of the Groundhog Club, in Groundhogese, a language that, according to legend, only the club president can understand. However, don't pack away your winter coats just yet. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration reports that Phil's forecasts have only been correct about 45% of the time. A serious motor vehicle collision was reported on 3 Notch Road near Mattapani Road on February 1st, 2024, around 3:15 p.m. Emergency personnel responded to the scene and found 2 minibikes involved in the collision. 1 female operator sustained multiple injuries. Emergency medical services evaluated the patient on the scene and requested a medevac. The injured woman was transported by ambulance to St. Mary's County Regional Airport, where she was met by Maryland State Police Trooper 2 at the hangar. She was then airlifted to Capital Region Trauma Center for further treatment. Police continue to investigate the incident. James Walter Harley Jr., convicted of first-degree premeditated murder in Calvert County in 2018, has lost his bid to have the sentence reduced. Circuit Court Judge Marquez Chanley denied Harley's motion for reconsideration of sentence on January 26, 2024, stating that he has serious concerns for the safety and well-being of the community should Harley be released. Harley was convicted of the shooting death of his wife inside the family home in Lusby. The shooting was witnessed by Harley's 8-year-old son. Harley fled the scene on foot. The child was found wandering through the neighborhood by nearby residents. Harley is serving a life sentence at the North Branch Correctional Institution in Cumberland, Maryland. North Branch is a maximum security facility. This case was prosecuted by Calvert County State's Attorney Robert Harvey. The U.S. Department of Labor says more than 4,000 workers in Maryland are owed millions in back pay. The department's wage and hour division recovered about $6.6 million, including thousands of dollars in back wages for workers in the Baltimore area. The department says a large amount of that money is unclaimed because the workers can't be found, employees changed jobs, changed their addresses, or changed their names, or an employer didn't keep their contact info. The unclaimed money can only be held for 3 years before it's turned over to the Department of Treasury. There's now a new tool to find out if you're owed back pay. It's called Workers Owed Wages, otherwise known as WOW. To find out more, you can call 410-962-6211. In a surprising turn of events, Leonard Hall Junior Naval Academy has announced they will be keeping their doors open. The school's new board of trustees, who were voted in during a special meeting with parents and staff on January 26th, sent an email notice to Leonard Hall families, staff, and media stating the following. Good evening, Leonard Hall families and community members. It is my honor and privilege to share with you that we are keeping the doors open. A special meeting was held on 26th of January 2024 to meet with the corporation to have a proper vote in regard to the future of our historic/iconic Junior Naval Academy. We intend to resume class this coming week. Current Leonard Hall families, please check your email for a survey that was just sent out. Please stand by for additional information as we move forward. There's a lot of work to be done, and we will need continued support and prayers. Thank you for all your continued support. On January 18th, 2024, Leonard Hall Junior Naval Academy announced the school would be shut down. Leonard Hall, which was established in 1909, sent a previous letter on January 15th, 2024, announcing that they would no longer be occupying their current location and would be on the hunt for a new home. The building they are currently occupying needs over $500,000 in repairs, which were beyond the scope of the school's capabilities. On January 23rd, during the Board of Commissioners meeting, the Commissioners of St. Mary's County voted to officially ratify a letter to end the lease agreement with the school. However, the Commissioners did say the school could occupy their current space until the end of the school year and that they would help the school find a new location. However, Leonard Hall decided to close their doors immediately. You can find more background information on the situation by clicking the link in the article. But due to this announcement, it looks like the school will ultimately remain open. It is unclear at this time what the exact future plans are for the school. The BayNet will continue to follow this story and will provide further updates as they become available. On Saturday, January 27th, 2024, deputies from the St. Mary's County Sheriff's Office responded to a Lexington Park residence for the report of an assault and robbery. According to the victim, the incident occurred at approximately 4:50 p.m. in the rear of the St. Mary's Square shopping center near the Wise grocery store. The victim reported being knocked to the ground, physically assaulted, and robbed of his wallet. Following the initial interview with deputies, the victim was transported to MedStar St. Mary's Hospital for medical treatment. Subsequent investigative efforts led to the identification and arrest of two individuals. Shannon Elizabeth Delimba, 40 of no fixed address, and Jamaze Javon Wood, 25 of no fixed address, were taken into custody and transported to the St. Mary's County Detention and Rehabilitation Center and charged with robbery, assault first degree, assault second degree, theft, and related CDS possession of not cannabis violations. On January 24th, 2024, the St. Mary's County State's Attorney Jaymi Sterling testified before the Maryland Senate Judicial Proceedings Committee in strong support of Senate Bill 26, Criminal Law, Manslaughter by Vehicle or Vessel, Increased Penalties, Jamari's Law. The bill proposes to increase the maximum penalty of manslaughter by vehicle or vessel from 10 to 20 years, and for any subsequent conviction from 15 to 30 years. The legislation is named in honor of Jamari Duckett of Great Mills. In 2022, Jamari was an 18-year-old high school graduate, registered for college, and in pursuit of a career in mechanical engineering when he was tragically and senselessly killed by an intoxicated driver whose braking speed was 91 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. The driver was prosecuted in St. Mary's County and sentenced to the maximum penalty of 10 years in prison. However, since vehicular manslaughter is considered a non-violent crime in Maryland, the driver will be eligible for parole after serving only 2.5 years of his 10-year prison sentence. Sterling testified along Jamari's parents, Shawanda Greenwell and John Duckett, several surviving family members of multiple victims of vehicular homicide, and prosecutors from around the state. Each person who provided testimony before the Senate echoed the pleas of the person who testified before them, all in unified support of Jamari's Law. On Wednesday, February 7th, 2024 at 1 p.m., Jamari's Law will be heard before the House Judiciary Committee. State's Attorney Sterling is scheduled to testify again in strong support of House Bill 264, sponsored by Delegate Brian Crosby, the cross-file of Senator Jack Bailey's Senate Bill 26. Community members are encouraged to provide testimony in person via Zoom or written submission by registering on the Maryland General Assembly website as a witness for House Bill 264 no later than Monday, February 5th, 2024 by 6 p.m. All of those links are in the article as well. And that's all we got for you this week on the BayNet Weekly News. If you want more information on every single article that we covered today, they are all linked down below. Have a great rest of your weekend, everyone, and I'll see y'all next week.